Okay, welcome back for the second part of One Man's Faith today. We are still looking at Galatians, where Paul says, how has a spell been placed upon you? Okay, and we started looking, I was trying to say before we took break is that we are to be involved, okay? Some people say, no, we're not to be involved. I don't want to get into the political arena. It's too corrupt. Well, it's corrupt because we're not involved. It's that simple. Arts and entertainment are trash because we're not involved. Now, we're starting to get involved, and the movie industry and Hollywood is starting to see, oh, people really like this pure stuff without the murder, mayhem, and blood and gore and all that stuff. They like this stuff. They're starting to see that. So more Christian movies are starting to come out. But it didn't for a long time because we didn't get involved. And so we need to be involved. You need to be involved. Get involved in these areas. Join a political party and become part of it and give your influence into it. Don't just sit back at home and let things go the way they will, which is downhill. We looked at Romans 1 and it says, you may not do it, but you give hearty approval to it. And we give approval to it by being silent, because the world takes our silence as approval because we're not saying anything. We need to learn to say things and say it in love, and say it in sternly. Hey, no more, no further. Matter of fact, let's back up a few steps, even. But it can't happen unless we get involved. Back when Pat Robertson ran, there was a thing called the silent majority. Well, we need to be less silent and become the majority. It's got to happen. Now, the 7 areas of influence that I've mentioned are religion, family, education, government, media, arts and entertainment, and business, okay? And we have looked kind of extensively at religion, family, and government. And I think we looked at education last week, but I want to play you a video. This is a reporter asking questions at one of America's universities. Okay, it's about 3 minutes. So listen and listen to the responses that these kids give. Okay, you're going to be astounded. As a matter of fact, you might want to get some tissues. It's going to be that bad. Okay, so go ahead, Noah.
Hello everyone, I'm Courtney Plunk with Polytech. We're here on our home campus at Texas Tech to see just how much our fellow students know about their country. Let's find out if we're politically challenged. Okay, what is your name and major?
Leon V. Hill in psychology.
Jonathan Barnes, and I'm a sports management major.
Allison Eden, and I'm a pre-nursing major.
I'm Mitchell Johnson, and my major is human sciences.
Ryan in clinical psychology.
I'm Marissa, and I'm a psychology major.
Who won the Civil War?
Who won the Civil War?
We did? The South?
Like the one in 1965, or what Civil War?
Who won it?
Who was even in it?
Who was in it? Just tell me who was in it.
Ooh, I don't know. Why you make me do this?
Who won the Civil War?
Yeah. Oh my God. Hey, I'm drawing a blank. It's one of those things. I feel like I'm on the Jimmy Kimmel show.
America? I don't know.
That's the Confederates, right?
I have no clue.
The Union. The North.
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
So who is our vice president?
Don't know.
I have no idea.
Of right now? I don't know.
What's his name? Oh my gosh. I have his name in my, I have his face in my head.
Who is the vice president? Is that like a trick question?
Nope.
Okay. I don't know. I have no idea.
I have no idea.
Don't know.
Joe Biden.
Yes.
I don't know.
You're not the only one. A lot of people don't know.
No, but I still feel.
Okay, who did we gain our independence from?
These are horrible.
I have no idea.
Do you know what year we happened to?
Absolutely not.
I couldn't tell you.
Something like 1677 or something like that.
And what show is Snooki on?
Jersey Shore.
What show is Snooki on?
The Jersey Shore.
Jersey Shore.
Jersey Shore.
Jersey Shore.
Jersey Shore.
And then who is Brad Pitt married to?
Angelina Jolie.
Angelina Jolie.
Angelina Jolie.
Angelina Jolie.
Angelina Jolie.
Angelina Jolie. Angelina Jolie.
And who was he married to before that?
I think it was Jennifer Aniston.
Jennifer Aniston.
Jennifer Aniston.
Jennifer Aniston.
Awesome. Thank you.
Now, isn't that sad? You know, that kind of ties education and government together right there. Oh, I was sick when I first saw that. You know, to not even know their history, not even to know who is vice president, and these are the ones we're turning America over to. Oh, boy, I tell you one thing, if any of my government students ever acted that way, I would bury them. I can't, you know, and it's just so true. We're not teaching, and I don't blame it on the teachers. Students are being passed up without knowing the material previous. We're graduating students that can't read. We're graduating students that can't even add 0.1 plus 0.1 or 0.1 times 0.1. It's sad. It's really sad. That's why we've got to be involved. We've got to take our country back. We've got to make things right. When people get in that kind of position and they don't know the truth, they are very easily influenced. And that's where we've gotten. We've gotten to the point where we trust what is put up on Facebook or the internet more than we trust knowing the truth. We believe it is true. It's just, you know, it's just a sad state of affairs. And you know, please hear what that video said. Please hear it, understand that we know very little about the political system, and we're not as educated as we should be, even us. I remember, was it in March? I think it was in March when we had the primaries. Well, Nevada doesn't have primaries. It has caucuses. And there is a big difference. When we went to the caucus, people didn't know what they were there for and what they were supposed to do. They came in and said, okay, pass out the ballots. We want to vote right now. You know, that's a primary. We don't have primaries. And if you don't know what a caucus is, then you need to find out. If, you know, Education is important as long as we don't put it on a pedestal. Just because a person has a PhD doesn't make him knowledgeable. It means he's been to school for a long period of time. And we have areas in which we have PhDs that have never been in the field, and yet we put them in charge over things because they have a PhD. Without the experience of being in the workforce, they make decisions that have turned out to be wrong. And we're living with it. We need to be careful. We need to be careful. America used to be one of the most productive nations. And the two most productive nations were those that had God as their source, America and Israel. Israel is still productive. We are somewhat, but we're losing our edge. And we're not producing men and women, as that video showed you, we're not producing men and women that we should be producing to be able to carry us forward. We're being bewitched. We as Christians have held back, and we aren't telling the world what is true. And so we have too many people going around who don't even care about religion, or I don't even like to use that word, don't care about Jesus and the kingdom, because that's what counts. Nothing else counts. Christianity is the only religion that deals with the heart. Thomas Jefferson said that. We looked at that quote before. And so we have got to understand, listen, our battle is not against flesh and blood. As a matter of fact, Paul says in 2 Corinthians, for the weapons of our warfare are not flesh, but divinely powerful for the destruction of fortresses. We are destroying speculations and every lofty thing raised up against the knowledge of God. Speculations and lofty things, that's all mind stuff, things that go on in the mind. And so we can have an influence on that, and we need to. Okay, got to take another break, so let's take that break, and I'll be right back.